I can't remember the last time I wore a full face of makeup. Off the top of my head, I couldn't really tell you. Maybe prom, but that was 2 years ago. Maybe some night out, at least a year ago. I used to wear it all the time. I'll insert some photos. I used to love it. Admittedly, I wasn't the kind of person that wore it a lot. So making that transition from wearing makeup to not wearing makeup, probably a lot less extreme than someone who wears a full face every day to wearing literally nothing. Generally I would wear mascara, eyebrows, maybe a bit of concealer, so I didn't really go all out. Makeup was my art. When I was about 13, I used to wear winged eyeliner every day. I put so much time and effort into that every single morning. So I understand why people love it. It's empowering, it's creative, it's an art. If that is your thing, keep doing your thing. I love that for you. I express myself through clothes. You express yourself through makeup. That's fine. I feel like it gives a lot of people the ability to approach the day with confidence. I see it as empowering. But for me, I wanted to feel confident naturally, just so I could leave the house without worrying what people were going to think of me, so I could wake up and feel like myself without having to put anything on or do anything. I just look in the mirror and be like, that's me. That's me. I'm confident in that. It upset me that I couldn't feel that until I had makeup on. It's like I needed this external tool to make what's natural feel confident. But actually, why can't natural be the confidence? Makeup felt like a mask. So I started university. If you ever need advice on how to stop wearing makeup, I suggest anytime you start a new job, new year in education, it's a lot easier if you are meeting loads of new people and then you are having the confidence to choose to not wear makeup when you're first meeting those people. Because then those people, they're only going to know you as your natural self. So I started uni last year. For the first term, I'll admit, I wore makeup, not to uni, but on nights out I wore it because my flatmates would wear it. It was like a whole getting ready and stuff, and I didn't want to be left out. Come December, I stopped wearing it after that. I even stopped wearing it to going out clubbing, and that's like normally the time when people would, even if they don't generally wear makeup, they would wear makeup when they're going out. But I wanted to have the choice to do that, not the obligation. It felt like I was obliged to wear makeup because everyone else was. The only person that's thinking about what I look like is me. No one else cares. Everyone else is just thinking about themselves. And while I know it's like not a obligation in terms of there's no one forcing me to, it felt like there was this pressure pushing down that I had to, and that if I didn't, it would be like, oh, she's not wearing makeup. So it's great, everyone's like, yeah, great, you do what you want, don't wear makeup, do your thing. I just wanted to come across with some benefits that I've learned as a result of not wearing makeup anymore. I'm definitely more confident in how I look. My self-esteem went up when I stopped wearing makeup. When you start realising that actually your appearance doesn't matter as much as you think it does, you suddenly have this new underlying confidence. It's like, oh wow, anything on your face that you think is wrong or bad, it's only because you have been told to cover that up. You've been told to wear concealer, told to wear foundation. Granted, I've never had like severe acne, but I always used to get a really, really big spot right between my eyebrows. Like, spots and blemishes are generally stigmatised as being ugly. You have to cover them up. Oh, it's natural, it's your skin dealing with germs, you're always going to get them. However much you clean your face, you are always going to get spots. To try and reach this perfection of perfect skin is unrealistic. Don't do that to yourself. Don't set that expectation. I feel like my skin got better as I stopped wearing makeup. I think the main thing that has stopped me from obsessing over spots, obsessing over flaws, because I'm not putting on makeup every morning, I'm not staring at my face. You're like examining, or you're really paying attention to everything on your face, because makeup is generally perceived as a mask of not perfection but close to, because you're trying to achieve that look. Anything that on your face that is an anomaly to that is red, it's bright, it's ugly, it's odd. If you're not wearing makeup, you don't need to sit and stare at yourself in the mirror in the morning. There's no requirement, you just get on with your day. And now I sometimes don't even notice spots until, the occasional time I'll look up close in the mirror and I'll be like, oh, I have a spot on my face. Not a big deal. I started learning that I value inner beauty more than external beauty. What you look like doesn't really impact anyone but yourself. To work in an external way that only impacts you is not going to help develop your relationship, and your interactions with others. Can makeup improve your relationships with others? Because, we're in this world with a load of people where we're trying to make relationships and friendships and everything. Can the makeup that you put on your face help improve those friendships, deepen those relationships, or is it just making them worse? If you spent the same amount of time working on your inner beauty and your inner self as you spent time on your makeup in the morning, what kind of person could you become? There's a verse that sticks with what I've just said. It's 1 Peter 3:3-4, which basically is saying beauty shouldn't come from your outward appearance. Rather, your beauty should be that of your inner self. Your inner self is of greater worth in God's eyes. Why are you trying to perfect this when actually we should be working on this? You should be working on your heart. You should be working on yourself in an inside way, not on your outside. People are going to remember the person who was kind, who was gentle, who was patient, not the person that wore the most makeup or spent all their time putting on makeup in the morning when they could have been spending that time doing something a little bit more valuable. In more practical terms, I've saved a lot of money not buying makeup. If I was spending £5 a month on makeup, and I know a lot of people spend more than £5 a month on makeup, times that by 12, that's £60 a year. That can pay for my Spotify, things that I think are more valuable. Listening to music, podcasts, learning. This £5 a month can be transformed as something a little bit more useful. And also, it's just better for the planet. If you're reducing your consumption of makeup, you're then also reducing your production of waste. Makeup products are really difficult to recycle. They always come with many different plastics as part of the packaging, and as a result that makes them extremely hard to recycle. There are brands that are changing this, and there are ways of recycling makeup, which I will link down below if you are interested. Consume less, waste less. Also, taking off makeup is a whole wasteful thing. If you're still using makeup wipes in 2021, you really need to switch because they got plastic in. They don't biodegrade. We don't like these. Invest in a flannel. Invest in reusable cotton pads. Invest in some kind of reusable makeup remover because makeup wipes, we're over it. We done. I used to respect and love makeup wipes. I now disrespect them. Taking all of this into consideration, so many people in this world love makeup for its art and for the way that it makes them feel. And if that isn't getting in the way of you developing your inner self and developing your inner beauty, improving your relationships with others, then by all means go out and continue to do what you're doing. But for me, it was getting in the way of progressing to be someone that I wanted to be. So I stopped wearing it. And I haven't worn it for probably a year now, at least, especially with lockdown. With us being inside, there is actually no requirement for me to wear makeup. In which case, this lockdown, the fact that we're seeing people less, the fact that they're only going to see you on a webcam, which is pixelated and can't even see your face anyway, this should be an opportunity for you to try it out. Try not wearing makeup for a month. See how it makes you feel. Are you noticing your spots less? If you are going to not wear makeup for a month, I also recommend not looking in the mirror close up for the same amount of time, at least not every day. I think that in itself probably is one of the best tips. I'd love to hear your opinions on this topic. Why do you wear makeup? Is there something I've missed? Does makeup make you feel a certain way that I just haven't picked up on? Have you tried not wearing makeup before? Was it successful? Just let me know in the comments. I just think that'd be a really cool conversation to open up. Give this video a thumbs up if you felt inspired, if you felt like it's opened your mind to new ideas, if it's made you think about the way you use makeup. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I'm going to be making lots of videos about less consumption, fast fashion and the impact that it has, the environment, zero waste lifestyle, all these things that are really important to me. I'm going to be making videos about. I'm really excited. If you want to be sticking around for that, hit subscribe and hit the little bell if you're wanting to be the first to watch the videos when they come out. Thanks for watching.
I wanna give it to you, boy, but there's a voice in my head that keeps